Hey friends, Karen Basket DIYer here. Welcome back for another fun Tumbler tutorial with me. Okay, so today's tutorial is not a super spectacular, amazing design, but it is designed more so for the new Crystalac user maybe that's a little bit intimidated by chunky glitter. You guys, don't be. I'm going to show you why you shouldn't be. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you will like, subscribe, comment, ring the notification bell. If you are a regular, welcome back. Okay, so the tutorial today is chunky glitter, you guys. This is a color shifting glitter and I love it so much. And this is done with Crystalac. And for the naysayers out there that say you can't get that amazing shine, yes, you can. Okay, and I'm gonna show you just how I accomplished this and how you can totally achieve this. This was originally supposed to be a peekaboo tumbler, but I just could not bring myself to cover all that beautiful glitter. I don't want to just keep showing it to you right here. I want you to stay tuned, follow along, and let me walk you through the steps and show you how I created this one. Okay, y'all, I've got my prepped and sanded stainless steel tumbler here. And if you don't know how to prep and sand a tumbler, I have a video. I'll link it in the description below. And then I'm going to be using black gloss as my base coat. And then I'm going to be pouring this bonfire glitter from Glitter and Grand right over the top of that black gloss. This is a really cool color shifting glitter. It's got greens and oranges and it's just really pretty. So stay tuned. That's what's about to happen. So I gave my tumbler a nice generous coat of black gloss and then I dumped the glitter right over that wet paint. Okay, so a couple of things here. I just want you to check out the amazingness of this glitter. You can just really see all the different color shifts happening here. Browns, greens, oranges. Anyways, my tumbler had been dry for about 45 minutes, I would say, and I just took it and rolled it in my parchment paper to give it a pre-smush, if you will. Smushing really flattens out your glitter and makes the next few steps just so much easier. Okay, this has been nice and dry for about 4 to 6 hours. Had some things I had to go do, so I just let this continue to dry. Now I'm going to just seal all this glitter up with glitter glue. And if you don't already know, sealing it like this with glitter glue just helps keep your glitter from shifting around whenever you start on your bright tone layers, and it just is super helpful for getting to bright tone layers quicker. And later on I'll smush this down. It's already really flat, but I'll smush this after it's been dry for a while, and that will also help when it comes to bright tone layers a little later on. I know I had already mentioned that I smushed it once before, but I'm now doing it again since my glitter glue has been dry for about an hour. And this, again, just is how you achieve the super smooth flat finish in the end with your bright tone. Smushing is huge, 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 especially with chunky glitter. Once you do this smushing technique, you can let it continue to dry for the full 2 hours and then repeat the process if needed. Once you feel like you've got a really flat, smooth surface and your glitter glue layers are all nice and dry, you can move on to the bright tone layers like I'm doing here. Thin layers is what you have to do with bright tone and allow 4 hours of dry time between each layer. Now, I'm not going to show you every layer of bright tone because it gets monotonous and old, but I did about 4 layers before I moved on to my next step, which is a level sand. Okay, so if you're new, you may be wondering what the heck is a level sand. A level sand is simply laying a sanding block on your tumbler and gently sanding it. You don't want to apply firm pressure because this can scratch your glitter. You just want to remove any high points on your glitter, and you can see there some peaks and valleys on my tumbler, dull spots, shiny spots. All the dull spots are the sanded spots, all the shiny spots, divots are the unsanded spots. So when you start applying your bright tone, it will fill in all those divots and bring it up to level. Here I'm applying my first layer of Brite Tone since doing that level sand. Once again, you want to keep your layers of Brite Tone thin. They say paper thin, and apply a new one every 4 hours until you achieve your extremely smooth surface so that you can apply your vinyl. If you're doing a peekaboo, you definitely want to have smooth surface so that your paint and all doesn't look bumpy and divoty. I had originally wanted this tumbler to be a peekaboo tumbler, so I used removable vinyl, and it's not really going to matter in the end because this doesn't end up being a peekaboo, but normally I would use permanent vinyl, but again, doesn't really matter. So I created this in Cricut Design Space, this design. It was several different things. I cut, sliced, and diced and put it all together, but it's just a fun little design. This glitter is called Bonfire, and it really did remind me of the outdoors and the woods and camping and campfires and all that jazz. So that's why I chose this design for this glittered tumbler. You'll just want to use transfer tape to apply the image to the tumbler. Once you get it nice and placed, you want to press down firmly. Again, if you're doing a peekaboo, definitely use removable vinyl so that you can easily remove it once you get your paint on top of it. So once again, from the get-go, this was supposed to be a peekaboo tumbler. So here I am applying at least one layer of Brite Tone over that removable vinyl so that whenever I paint over it, so I thought, I would be able to remove my vinyl and it would be crisp and clean, no paint would bleed under. But then I changed my mind because that glitter is so amazing. I just continued on with Brite Tone layers. I ended up doing about 6 layers of Brite Tone over this, and you can see that the shine here is absolutely amazing. I mentioned at the beginning, you know, there's naysayers out there that say you can't get an amazing shine with Crystalac. Oh yes, you can. Here's proof for you. Obviously on every tumbler that I do, I go for that screaming shine, but right here, for some reason, it just really pops on this tumbler. Again, the glitter is really amazing. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that you learned something from it. I hope that you will be inspired to try chunky glitter if you haven't done so yet. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments section below for me. I will do my best to answer them. Please be sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and as always, thanks so much for watching.